Okay, welcome everyone. Anjay Shumataji. I see so many people, and I know that so many people are watching from the YouTube. And welcome everyone. Another musical night with Sahaja Yoga. So every Tuesday, we do this program with the musician yogis, and of course we invite them with their experience. This is the tonight that to connect with the all-pervading divine power, with the knowledge, with the experience, and also with the music. And today again, we are so actually great pleasure. We are so excited actually to introduce another Sahaja sister who is joining from Washington. So her name is Saraswati Sylvia Udar. She is actually Austrian and lives in Chicago with her husband, Andy, and children Kubir and Sanika. So Saraswati actually got her self-realization in 2000 in Austria. She's a musician, harmonium, and bansuri player, and also she teaches harmonium and also bansuri. She's a student of Sahaja bansuri player Shaktidar. If you remember, we invited Shaktidar long time ago, and now her student is here, and it's a really pleasure to have her here. Welcome, Saraswati and Jai Mataji.
Thank you, Jai Mataji.
Mataji Saraswati. It's so nice to have you in our program.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yes, it's our pleasure. I know it is quite late over there, 11:15 in the night, right?
It's all right. It's all right.
And we will try to be, I mean, I know your children already slept. I hope we will not disturb them. So, but so nice to have you in our program tonight. And as we always in our program, we always start with the meditation. And we requested, as we talked earlier, we would like you to lead the meditation tonight. Sure. And after that, we can continue for our program. Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you, Saraswati.
So let us all close our eyes. Completely focus our attention inside. We can all raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. Today in our meditation we combine the pure sound of the flute with our chakras. We begin by putting attention on Muladhara chakra. At Muladhara we can take the mantra of Shri Ganesha Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us move our complete attention in the Muladhara Chakra, and go deeper and deeper within ourselves. And when we listen to flute music, only the sound of Sa, which is the sound of our Muladhara Chakra, take the sound of Sa, completely fill our Muladhara with this sound. The eternal Dha, we're connecting Muladhara with the Agya Chakra. Completely cleanse the connection between Shri Ganesha and Shri Jesus. Any thought, push it away. It's not important anymore. Let us move our attention to center Svadhisthana, below our navel. You can take the mantra to Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati Sakshat. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Brahmadeva Saraswati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Madhaji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. The second energy center, Svadhisthana, is the center of creativity and knowledge, also the seat of our attention. Let us fill it with the sound of a ray. We can move on to the next energy center, Nabi Chakra on our navel. Here we take the mantra of Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat. Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lakshmi Vishnu Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. The Nabi Chakra is the seat of satisfaction, peace, dharma, home, family, and pure attention. Shri Mataji, please fill our Nabi Chakra with the sound of Ga. We can all move our attention to Anahata, to the center heart. Here we take the mantra to Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Durga Mata Jagadamba Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Our Anahata Chakra, our center heart, is the seat of confidence, bravery. Our mother and father also sit in our heart, as is the seat of the spirit in the left heart. The sound of the heart is Ma, as it is our mother. Shri Mataji, please fill our heart with the sound of Ma. Everyone can also say out loud, Ma. Put the right hand on your center heart. Just bring all that love when you think of Ma. Ma. We can move our attention now to the center Vishuddhi. And we take the mantra to Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmalandeve Namo Namaha. Our Vishuddhi Chakra is the center of collectivity, that we all meet together when we are thoughtless, becoming one. It is also the center for communication, sweet speech. Always let us say something to others so they enjoy. Shri Mataji, please fill our Vishuddhi Chakra with the sound of Pa. We can move our attention to the center agya, or the forehead. Here we take the mantra to Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Mary Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please fill our Agya Chakra with the sound of Dha. Before moving on to Sahasrara, let us take our right hand. We bring our Kundalini up from Muladhara up to Sahasrara 3 times, and everyone sings Om. Our complete attention is now in Sahasrara. We take the mantra to Shri Nirvicharita Sakshat. The mantra to become completely thoughtless. Shri Nirvicharita Sakshat. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirvicharita Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmalan Devi Namo Namaha. Shri Mataji, please fill our Sahasrara with the sound of Ni. And we take our attention above Sahasrara a few inches. And again the sound is Sa. Let us meditate for a few minutes on the Sahasrara while listening to some music. We can take our right hand on top of the Sahasrara and see how are our vibrations. You can take your right hand down, try with your left hand. And keep both hands back on the lap. Just feeling your hands. How do you feel now compared to when we started the meditation? We can finish our meditation by raising our Kundalini and taking Bandhan.
Saraswati, it was wonderful meditation. Oh my goodness. I honestly, I didn't feel to open my eyes when we're from the beginning, actually, when, of course, when we come to Sahasrara, you see that put your attention on the Sahasrara and try to be in the thoughtless. And I was since beginning, actually. I think the flute is so magical. And so from the beginning, you already put us into thoughtless awareness. This was amazing. And is of course, I just want to say one more thing, that as we know, the flute is the Sri Krishna's instrument, right? And when our Vishuddhi opens and we reach the Virat and we reach the God Almighty, but from the beginning, you already did it. This is amazing. I just want to say thank you. It was the wonderful. Jai Shri Mataji.
Yeah, the flute is such an instrument that's what I'm praying daily, is that please make me like a flute, so that I don't put my ego and super ego on different situations or things or people. It's just the divine should flow through me and that I'm not doing anything.
Yes, wow. Yeah.
There's also a small story that Radha, Sri Radha, she was always jealous on Krishna because he would spend so much time with the flute. He was a very good flute player. So then Sri Radha was asking Sri Krishna, how do you feel? Why you spend so much time with Sri Krishna? And the flute answered, I don't do anything. See, I only have, I'm made from wood and I only have holes, so I'm not doing anything by myself. So then Sri Radha understood that the flute is only the instrument. That's how we want to be.
Yes. I love this story, Saraswati. I mean, it's such a beautiful example for all of us, right? Once we surrender and when we stop thinking that I do it or we do it, and that time actually we get the connection with the all-pervading divine power and all the blessings, all the joy, all the bliss, and all the beauty of divine. Everything flows from us, and as you did it today.
Yes.
And we would like to hear from everyone actually how everyone felt during the meditation with the flute, this magical flute from Saraswati.
Jai Shri Mataji, this is Sandeep Joshi. And as I think probably Shana, you remember this, I have a personal connection with flute because of
Yes.
my late father. And he used to, when she was playing it, I just went into that memory and he used to play similar. And it is such a magical instrument. And of course, Saraswati ji did a very enthralling performance today. So it was so strong vibrations, I couldn't believe my hand was flowing out with vibrations. So yeah, thank you so much,
Thank you.
Saraswati ji.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who would like to share experience of the meditation? How did you all feel? And about the vibrations, and how was your thought? Did you able to be into thoughtless awareness when you were meditating?
Hi, this is Seema. Right from the beginning, as soon as she started the Muladhara, from the Muladhara Chakra, that's and right on that chakra, it's like filled with vibrations, and like right from that point, it was like vacuum. Right? It was like completely thoughtless. It was amazing. It's very beautiful meditation.
Wow, Seema, did you explain so nice, like a vacuum? It cleaned everything, right?
It was like completely. I was completely into it. So it was like on every chakra, it was like every sound was, kind of filling it in. And as you were saying, fill this chakra with this sound. So I was really feeling that it was amazing vibrations and thoughtless right from the beginning.
Wow, very nice. Very nice.
The flute is such an instrument, also the Indian flute. The power is actually just in one note. You play one note and that can be so powerful. But the point is that it should be a very straight sound. I will play later the Western flute, also a metal flute, and you hear some vibrato, like the sound is vibrating. But this, when I'm also playing or practicing, when my kundalini goes here and there, the sound doesn't come. So also in order to play, I always imagine that the kundalini is really a straight line up. So then I know, okay, I can play a straight sound.
So to give this beautiful sound, also you need to be thoughtless, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
It's so amazing. So nice, yeah. And so I see some messages for you. I would like to read. Yeah, Shriti says, thank you so much for the meditation session. It was lovely. Manusri says, thank you for the beautiful meditation. The flute was very melodious. And Narina says, thank you. It was wonderful, amazing sound. So these are all for you, Saraswati. So Saraswati, let's start some conversation. And of course, I heard all the beautiful stories from you, but I would like everyone to hear. And so how did you start Sahaja Yoga, Saraswati? We know that you started in 2000, but how did it happen?
I was a real seeker, so I was seeking the source of the energy. I would go on vacation on some exotic location, come back, you feel like super happy and on very high, jolly mode for a week. And after a week again, you feel like very down. So I came to a point that I realized I have a lot of negative thoughts and I did not want to be that person anymore. So then one day my friend, she came over and she did something behind my back. And I'm like, what are you doing? She, yeah, I'll just show you something. Just sit still. I had no idea what she was doing. She didn't explain anything to me. And I'm like turning her, okay, what are you doing? And then he said, so how do you feel? Nothing. I don't feel anything. Nothing. It's the same as all the time. So when I actually received my realization, I remember the moment, because on the same day also another friend came over and he gifted me a baby kitten. So on the same day the cat came to me and I got my realization. But honestly, I didn't feel anything. As I later learned, I was a really right-sided person and I had a lot of heat in me. But within a few days, I was at the office working, and it's like suddenly a voice sitting in my head and talking to me. So then I was listening to the voice, and okay, what happening? And I say, okay, I will meditate, you know. It was, and then I asked my friend about it, and she talked more and more with it, but she was really waiting to that point, taking me to the center in Vienna, that, okay, I want to meditate. I shared with her, and she, okay, yeah, I'll take you. So she was not pushing me, she was asking until I was ready, yeah. And then in the first session itself, there were 30, 40 people sitting, everybody very quiet, and I was sitting at the back on the sofa. I could not sit on the floor yet with the folded legs. And suddenly I feel like such a wind in my hands. It was going around my hands. I was, what's going on? I look at the fan, there's no fan. It was like October, November, cold outside. The windows are closed. Like, I look at my hands, I can't see any wind, of course, but I felt the wind, yes. And then after the meditation, I asked somebody and they explained it, and that day I decided, yes, this is real, this is something real, I will continue this, and still continuing 21 years later. So.
Wow. So Saraswati, then all the years, over the years, like 21 years, but of course still definitely after the self-realization, there must be so many changes with you, right? Would you like to share those? What did you achieve, and what made you to continue for meditation and making part of your life?
I wanted to get rid of all my negative thoughts. I realized I was also like in a negative spiral, and there was one point that the office colleague, he was working with me or for me, and he came to my home and said, "You're treating me so bad," and I was like really in shock.
Oh.
Like I didn't know I'm treating him so bad. So that was like a big eye-opener for me. I didn't want to be that person anymore. I wanted to be like that seeking was there. So that seeking for being a good person was there, but I just didn't know how. But then after attending the meditations, the first real change was that one day I'm just talking and I realized I'm not using any bad words anymore. So just the Kundalini starts acting and clearing you from inside without even your knowledge. And automatically I started feeling more happy, and my friend, she continuously guided me, and then also I'll get to know more Sahaja yogis and become friends, meet them sometimes. So it's a continuous back and forth, but a lot of my input, like going to the yogis, asking them about it. What is this? What is this? I still remember, is there a mantra to become thoughtless? In Vienna, so then they told me the mantra, which I had forgotten 5 minutes later, but so the Kundalini is clearing, so then small desires are developing, and that small desire always got fulfilled. And that was pushing me forward, and within a year, 2 years, you don't even realize how much you grow, and then, and then some days you remember, I was like that, really? No, that's not me anymore. So, so a lot of very positive changes in my life, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so wonderful. So then, and then you became an instrument of Sri Krishna, or you became instrument of Sri Mataji by playing flute.
Yes,
how did you start for playing this such a beautiful flute? And also, of course, you have such a sweetness in your voice. And as you said yourself, how can be that person in the past? You can't believe, and I can't believe too. So how did you end up playing flute?
I was always playing music as a hobby. I started piano, learned for 10 years from 5 to 15. And then in school, I also played the recorder. But after I came to Sahaja Yoga, I had a dream that I'm playing the metal flute. And when I woke up, I still felt the flute on my lips. Like literally as if I was just holding the flute, I felt it on my lips. And okay, I will, I was following the signs that, okay, this dream is a sign, so I was following the signs and then started learning, taking classes. And another story is I was in India and there was a music program where Shimadaji is sitting on the stage in front of us. And I was sitting more in the front, so the musicians actually were behind. During meditation, then somebody starts playing flute, the Indian flute. And it was so magical for me that listening to that Indian flute, that Shimadaji is sitting in the front, but I'm turning around. Who is playing? I was non-stop playing. Like, I could not believe how beautiful this flute was. Like, it touched me so deeply. And that was Shaktidar. Now he's my teacher. Yeah.
Wow. That's so wonderful. So joy-giving to listen all those experience. And how about let's continue with a little more music, Saraswati. Yeah.
So we can put attention on our left side and we go back into meditation. And I will play for you a song on the metal flute, which is called Jerusalem. It is written by William Blake. And it is clearing our left side. So let us all go back into meditation.
Wow, Saraswati, you put us again into such a beautiful meditation, into very deep meditation. Amazing, amazing. So nice. Saraswati, when I met you before this meeting, of course, you were sharing some beautiful experience. So one is about the conditioning. So you are married with Indian surgery man, and you were talking about the conditionings when you moved from Austria to America. What did you find? Of course, you got your self-realization, but you found yourself about the conditionings, and how did you remove? Could you please tell us how the surgery gaze removes or takes away all the conditionings from the mind when we realize it?
And so I moved from Austria. I got married in 2004, and then I left everything and moved to America. When we changed the country and we move to a different country, right, we have to again establish everything, like make new friends, families, meet Sahaja yogis, establish ourselves there. So our ego and superego will play a lot of tricks. And the first month it is all comparing. Oh, in Austria it is like this, here in America it's like this. But when we meditate, I realize we are getting more into that mental mode, right? We are taking everything in mentally.
Mm-hmm.
We are not taking it in with thoughtlessness or with the spirit. And I try to really not compare anymore and just enjoy myself. Where am I? So also now when I go back to Austria, I love Austria and it is so beautiful and I enjoy everything. But my heart is not there, you know? So when you really move truly to a new country and make it your home, grow a family, have children, then your heart is where you live. So your heart is where you are home. So it's not related to the country, it's related to your home, house, but it's also a detached love. We don't want to be attached again to our home. We don't want to be attached to our country. So when we leave our country, we always carry a lot of baggage, right? We grow up in that country, learn from our parents, teachers, friends, other family members. And we carry that in a suitcase with us all the time, all this conditioning.
So you had one more suitcase which you didn't know.
Yeah, invisible suitcase of all the conditionings and attachments. But then it was holding me back to grow. I realized at that point that it really holds me back to move on, to further, or also when you establish your marriage, there are a lot of conditionings from Austria, from India, you're trying to build a bridge. So you have to let it go. Mm-hmm. But letting go doesn't mean you're now like totally lost. It means you're opening your heart to receive more. Mm-hmm. And to give more love. So that's why you want to not hold on to the conditionings and the attachments, but if you holding on is like you're holding tight. So how can you take in more? How can you have it like growth mindset? There is so much in the business world, right? The growth mindset. So in Sahaja Yoga, we also want to have the growth of our heart. We want to open our heart more and experience more, get more in. For that, we have to open our hands. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, so nice. So how did you realize that you had this condition? I mean, you were meditating and you found yourself.
I couldn't get thoughtless. I mean, whenever I sit
down.
down.
Yes, we're perfect.
Yes, whenever I sit down for meditation, I just couldn't get thoughtless. I'm like, no, that's not right. I'm not doing something right.
Yes, yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wonderful. So then, of course, everyone knows, but the key is always nice to do make our mind fresh with our knowledge, with the experience, and so the conditioning part, all the attachments and expectations, and of course the culture. Definitely we have the culture, but not only one culture. Now we have the universal culture, right? And we have the universal knowledge, only not one knowledge, and we have the universal knowledge. And so how it where accumulates, which channel actually brings us, puts us into this conditioning part, and when we realize how we remove it, and which channel has that conditioning part.
It's all the left side channel. So because from Austria we bring culture, but then I'm married, my husband is Indian, so there's a very rich Indian culture. And then we are living in America, it's another culture. But what we are trying to do is live that Sahaj culture, like take the good things which humanity is explaining and become that Sahaja yogi, just sharing that beauty and living a joyful life, not a sad life. And but for that, it's just really, you need to get to know yourself and to know your left side especially. And like I'm aware of every thought I'm having, you can say. So sometimes if my thoughts are going more to the left side or again to my life in Austria, then I would do a small treatment just to maybe with the 3 candles and clear my left side. And then, and because our thoughts reflect where's our attention going, if it's either going in the past or in the future. So if we think too much about some small detail, means okay, there is a blockage, how can I clear it out, and to again go thoughtless.
Very nice. Thank you for all those beautiful tips and reminders. Thank you so much. And how about I will pause, and if there is any question to you, I would like to hand over to the other yogis. Is there any question for Saraswati?
Yeah, if I may,
Please, Sandeep. Yeah.
So what I was reading on internet that due to pandemic, I think more and more people are heading towards meditative path because people were stuck at home and they could not go out on vacations or travel. Have you, in your past 1.5 years, and in fact, coincidentally, even I joined Sahaj like at the just beginning of pandemic, and I think people are saying that it's the nature's way of people to start looking inwards. And it has been a article of interest across, even on Facebook I'm sometimes seeing what I think maybe those are Sahaj sites, or I don't know, because it says exactly what Sri Mataji taught. It shows a diagram of chakras, Sahasrara, and Muladhara. So I even saw on Facebook that there are people who are having groups. Are they Sahaj? So two-pronged question. That then the pandemic caused more people to become meditative, and I'm seeing on Facebook also that people there are exactly some forums which are talking like Sahaj yoga. So are these Sahaj sites, or they are people are making them outside of Sahaj yoga? I'm just curious if you can share some thoughts on it.
I'm not sure about all the Facebook groups, so you would have to look into that, the names and who is running the Facebook groups or the Facebook posts. So I don't know that at the moment. I'm not so much on Facebook. Last year, I went to India with my children and just wanted to visit my in-laws. And then the lockdown happened. So I was actually with the children, leaving my husband behind for 3 months.
Oh my God.
In India. So we are stuck locked down 3 months. And that itself, was okay. What are we going to do now? We cannot fly back. There is no way. There are no flights. There are relief flights, which are super expensive. But I was using my vibrational awareness that time because I always had the confidence, this is how we're supposed to be now. Maybe there's a reason, okay, we are supposed to be here in India. And then just made the best out of it, right? The children started learning online and everything was going smoothly. And then it came to the time also that, okay, there's a flight. So we booked the flight, and it was also, again, with that vibrations that the flight is so cool, I'm sure that flight will go, leaving many doubts behind and fears and, okay, how long we are going to be stuck there. So I have always two options. I'm either going to go in an analytical mind to keep, okay, oh my God, what are we going to do there when I'm getting back home and what will happen and so on. I'm just giving example. Right?
Exactly.
And, or I can stay joyful and enjoy my time because I don't see my in-laws so much and they're so far away in India, 8,000 miles away. So I'm just enjoying the time with them, every moment I have with them. And then it worked out very quickly. We went on the first relief flight with Lufthansa and came back, you know. And I see online also many articles about how people have mentally challenged. Many people are alone or in this lockdown time. That's why the meditation, I still say the same, happy or even more happy. And because of the pandemic, we could make so many online programs. So actually we were pushed into using that online media more, which is wonderful because it's like the media of the ether, right? Which is on a very high level, so we can connect online every day. I mean, every day you find worldwide Sahaja Yoga online meditation. So I think it has connected us way stronger than even before, yeah.
I completely agree because exactly what Shanai and Shatish and all other Sahaj yogis, they have really brought us together, you know, across, and we are able to meet Sahaj yogis across the world. So that's an awesome. I don't think if pandemic would not happen, we would have ever envisioned that to happen. So definitely it has helped us a lot.
Yeah.
So, Shana, you want to add something? I know you are from.
That's so sweet. So yeah, I would like to say very kindly and very humble way. I mean, of course, the connecting to each other this way, and not only the seekers who are the truth of the seekers who are searching the same truth. And not only that, and it really made us connected with the all other yogis from the different states, different countries, different continent, and this is amazing. I mean, of course, earlier, before the COVID, we used to meet maybe sometimes if we are able to travel for the international programs, or we call pujas, international pujas, but time to time. But not everyone was able to go all the time in the same place. But this is the, I mean, of course, I'm not saying, but I'm trying to see the beauty in this situation that we are able to connect with the ether element from all of the places, and with the knowledge, with the experience, with the music. And this is amazing. As Sandeep said, I mean, if the COVID didn't start, maybe we would never meet Sandeep, right? And the other
Yes,
yogis.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's amazing. And we really enjoy with this connection, this pure love. There is only pure love and pure connection, and we share the knowledge and we learn from each other. This is really, really Shri Mataji's blessing that we are able to connect with everything. So, and today we are connecting with Saraswati, right?
Yeah.
And middle of the night. Who will do it middle of the night?
That's all right.
So Saraswati.
Timeless, yes, beyond time.
We became timeless, exactly. Some of the Sahajas, they join early morning, 3 o'clock, 3:15 a.m., 4:15.
Wow, fantastic.
So it is really fantastic. It is amazing, and it shows us how we are able to connect and without any attachment, without any conditioning of the time. And we just want to see each other. We want to connect with each other. So that gives a tremendous joy to us, the pure joy. So Saraswati, you have a beautiful experience about your name. How did you get this name?
I spent 3 months in Nasik, that's in India, in the state of Maharashtra, and learned Indian classical music. And there every day some Sahaja yogis would take care of me, and we went boating on the Godavari river. This is a holy river where Sri Rama was also there 6,000 years back or 8,000 years back.
Mhm.
And so we are going very early morning, 6 o'clock, and it's a beautiful atmosphere. And we are going upriver, rowing upriver, and there was really like a wall, you can say, that you pass that wall and you're thoughtless. Like effortlessly thoughtless. You don't even have to try to be thoughtless, you're just thoughtless. And then the thought like is not my own thought, it was like coming into my Sahasrara and ask them for a name. And I always had a desire to get a new name, and one of them said, yes, Saraswati. And I felt like the vibrations coming like a shower really in my Sahasrara and going over my whole body. Like, okay, yeah, that's my name now, Saraswati. And I started using it, yeah.
So nice, so beautiful. It's amazing. So then this is the experience of the vibrations, right?
Yeah.
And how can you, of course, this is when we need to decide, when we get struggle for anything, and we always, as yogis, we always use the vibrations. We ask kindly to Shri Mataji, which is the right thing. How you do it? So of course, this was the collective, definitely the collectivity put their own attention, the pure attention, and suddenly the vibrations flow like that. But
Yeah.
how you do yourself if you need to decide anything which is very difficult and you are not able to decide? What do you do, Saraswati?
It depends on the situation. If it's depending on really big purchases, like buying a home, for example, I would write, for example, the address on a paper and then offer it in front of Shamaji's picture and go into meditation and ask, okay, is this a good home? Shall we purchase that home? And then follow whatever we feel in the hand. So it is important to understand whatever you feel in your hand. So the first thing is the left side, when you feel cool, means you have really pure desire. But if the right hand is not cool, it will not work out. So what we are looking always, the right hand has to become cool. So, and we are not overly using it. Sometimes you just go with our intuition, it just feels right, right, if you take decisions, but sometimes you cannot decide, like, if you shall I, quit my job, giving example. Check the vibrations. I had a similar experience that in 2002, I was still in Austria, but I had a desire to become freelance graphic designer. And I was sitting in front of Shimadaji's altar and asking, okay, shall I become freelance? The vibrations were coming in through my Sahasrara, like a lot. It just trickled in. Then I asked, shall I stay employed? I was working in an advertisement agency. And I didn't feel anything. So I tried it like several days in a row just to get really the right answer, that I'm trusting what I'm feeling. Every time it was freelance, it was like so cool. So after that, I quit my job and then started my own business.
Wow. Wow.
So it's that guidance, that confidence, the trust, the belief that whatever you feel is right, because it doesn't come from you, it comes from the divine. But for that, our state has to be also such that what we are feeling in the hand should be clear. So sometimes if I'm not clear, I take a foot soak, meditate first, and then check again the vibrations, yeah.
Wow. Thank you for the beautiful tips. And also, I would like you to explain you said that when we feel the vibrations on our left, is not enough. We need to have the vibrations on the right. So what represents those? And so
the left hand represents the desire, pure desire. I had a desire to participate in this program, but then it was the Maya, right? I thought it was last week where it was off, the kids had off, and then it's actually this week. So it's like the Maya played out, but also when I put my attention, okay, shall I do this program? Immediately I felt like so cool in my right hand.
Wow.
So, of course, I love to play for you all, and I'm just giving small examples how to use it daily base. And when you go in a shop, you want to buy something, which is again a bigger purchase, which is a big, like furniture or carpet. a rug. One time we were in the shop and wanted to go buying rugs, and I don't even put so much attention. Just hold my hands to the rug and see what I feel. Okay, next. Okay, what do I feel? Next. And one was like so cool on the right-hand side. And that means whoever made the carpet had a pure intention, whoever materials was used have good vibration. So we want to decorate our home also with things which are having good vibrations. So if the right hand is the action and the left hand the desire, so the action has to be cool, then it can work out easily.
Wow, amazing. So the action also needs the desire. I mean, of course, let's say once we have a desire, if there is no divine action or if there is no divine desire of divine is not there, so it means there is no vibrations on the right channel, right?
Yeah.
That's amazing. So to action for anything, of course, we need the pure desire of divine. And of course, the divine acts on it. If there is no vibration, so it is not right thing for us, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And it does not have to be any materialistic thing. Sometimes it can also be something within ourselves we want to improve. So that's why we need that pure desire, that we tell ourselves, I want to improve this and this. So that is also a pure desire. And then when we meditate with the power of the right side, the power of action, it can actually work within us also.
Yes, wow, very nice. Thank you, Saraswati.
So Shana, some thought after what Saraswati just mentioned. Maybe in later sessions, you can teach us how to use vibrations to check on things like what she's sharing. We don't know how to do that. So maybe later you guys in the late sessions, you can coach us also on that.
Definitely. It's our pleasure. Definitely.
Thank you.
Definitely, Sandeep. And I will definitely share this request with the other yogis. And definitely one of us or some of us will continue doing this meditation.
Okay. Thank you.
Vibrations. Of course, Sandeep. Yeah. So shall we listen some more music, Saraswati?
Yeah. I have one more song for you.
Great.
Actually, two songs. One is for our Vishuddhi Chakra. It's called Krishna Govinda. It's a so-called bhajan devotional song. So we can all go into meditation again.
So wonderful, Saraswati. It's beautiful. I want to tell you, of course, I love all the Indian classical instruments, but one of my favorite instrument is actually flute, and I listen always Hari Prasad Charusa in my meditation. And it's so easy to go into meditation. How do you explain why? I don't know, the flute is so easy for me to go into thoughtless awareness and without any thoughts, and I go very easy to meditation. How do you explain why the flute makes like that? Or on you I feel, or some of us feel, what's this speciality with the bansuri?
It must be the wind, right? We are just working with the air. So the air, we are having breathing exercises to breathe out the negative energy or just to breathe out. So when we're working with a lot of breathing, it's like cleansing all the energy centers.
I see. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the sound is also very sweet because the wood is bamboo, it's a soft wood.
Uh-huh.
And it's just the sweetness, it brings the quality of this fifth energy center, the Vishuddhi Chakra in it.
Mm-hmm. Even when we don't play, right? When
Yeah.
That's nice to know. Wow, that's
So it's that sweetness, it's a softness, because when we compare these two flutes, this has only keys. So need to warm up the flute before playing. When I play different notes, I can only press buttons. So you hear every note separate, but the Indian flute is like singing, so you're almost singing in the flute. You can play, for example, did you hear the difference? The connection, like from the da to sa, is you connect two notes. Normally, the Western flute you cannot.
I see.
And you can express the emotions better with the Indian flute, yeah, the bansuri.
Yes, and it brings us more into depth, right? I really feel that one. Yeah. Wow. Even I mean, of course, I'm not a musician. Of course, I don't play an instrument. I mean, of course, I like to sing with when the yogis are singing as in the behind. But I really enjoy singing and listening to all the divine instruments, especially the flute, and really brings me such a deep meditation. I just get connected with the Shumataji so easily. My heart opens. So it's amazing. That's really beautiful connection. Yeah. So how about so is there anyone would like to share their experience with this last music, the bhajan? That was so wonderful that Saraswati played Shri Krishna Govinda. Is so wonderful bhajan.
I just want to thank you, Saraswati. Such a beautiful meditation, complete, absolute thoughtless awareness. Like
you.
we all enjoyed all together, all family. And even my daughter said, we have to use this meditation, the record from YouTube, for all classes, all newcomers, everyone. It's so wonderful.
Yes, please.
Even to, teach the mantras, we can use it for, for the notes, for, for everything. Such a wonderful, beautiful meditation, and I'm so happy that it's in YouTube, so we can always use it. Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you. And also the quality of the music is so good. I don't know what do you use, the mic and everything. It is it's so clear. So I appreciate if you can also share with me later whatever you are using.
It's a bit complicated setup, yeah, through Logic Pro and.
Yeah, I would love to learn it if you want to share with me.
Sure.
Thank you again.
Yeah, isn't it, Arda? Like if we don't close, if we close our eyes, it looks like a one CD player. The music is coming like from the CD player, or any devices. But when you open your eyes, no, she's playing. Is really you have a very good devices, and that we are able to listen to this perfection in you with your music and with your very humble way you are playing. And we feel in our hearts, Saraswati, as vibration, really, and as joy. We really feel it. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saraswati. Jai Mataji. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
Next time you come, you have to bring your flute and
Sure,
to Bay
sure.
Area. Yeah, please come with Aniruddha and your family.
Yes, sure, we'll come.
That's just small suitcase,
Yes.
How you were telling,
Now the
when you
suitcase
were.
has become very small, yeah.
No, I meant, when you were moving from Austria to here,
Yes, I
you brought
understand.
one big other suitcase which you were not aware. But please remember to bring your bansuri with you when you are visiting us.
Sure, yes, I will.
It's another yes.
We have another Basuri player near to our house. You can meet him also.
Yes.
Sandyal is more beautiful, Saraswati. Satish and Shenai always come here, so you should come here to see us.
Sure.
Nice. Yeah, wherever everyone is there, definitely we will come there.
Yes, please come all together.
Yes, of course. It's always our pleasure. So, Saraswati, you said you have one more song.
One more song, yes.
I hope it is not too, I know it is too late for you.
It's all right, no problem.
But since you said you prepare one more song, and we love to hear it.
So this is more like a fusion, you can say, but it brings us into the Christmas spirit. So we can go back into meditation.
Yes, but it was hard to open our eyes after you play. So we can listen you hours and hours.
Thank you.
Really, I'm not exaggerating. It's really so amazing. The way you play, it just flows, and it gives so much connection with our spirit and with the divine. And it gives, after that, of course, it gives the bliss and the joy into our heart with that connection. Thank you so much, Saraswati, for
Thank
joining
you.
our program. I know it is 1 o'clock over there, 1
It's
a.m.
all right.
It's all right. Thank you so much, really, for coming to our program and sharing your amazing experiences, and also all the tips, actually, the Sahaj tips that you reminded us is really helps each of us for those experience and also reminders. And so that is actually the beauty in this program, to connect, and that connection really makes us to go more deep together, actually. That is the collective consciousness, right? And we learn together, and we enjoy together, and we get connect with the all-pervading divine power who created us. And of course, when the music comes in, and that is actually, we get lost in that joy of divine, isn't it? So that actually makes us the timeless, and we don't worry about the time. And but of course, still we need to. I know it's hard to say goodbye to each other, but we always ask, and whenever you can, please join this program again whenever you can. I know the time is you could manage this time, right?
Yeah.
I can tell your smile, you look so fresh. So yeah, it's so pleasure to have you in our meeting, Saraswati. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, and would you like to
I just wanted to say, if anybody's interested in learning the Basari, then they can contact me. Yeah.
That's right. Yes, Saraswati teaches Bansuri, as I announced it before, and also harmonium, right, Saraswati? Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, please, if anyone would like to learn, and you can always send maybe your email right now or to me later, and I can share her phone number and email with you all. It will be a pleasure for me.
I can share my email now in the
Okay,
chat
perfect.
also.
Please, yeah, please, Saraswati.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, everyone can see. Thank you, Saraswati. And please give our love to your family and all the Sahajis in Chicago.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, and we will wait for you.
Love to the Bay Area.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And also, I would like to let you know, some of the Sahajis, actually, they are listening, watching this program from Europe, from India. And so some, I think, from Africa, Yuan, I don't see Yuan, maybe he's in maybe in YouTube, but all of the countries over Canada.
Wow, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's really collective. That's so beautiful.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, Saraswati, have a good night and lots of love to you all.
Lots of love to everyone. Yeah.
Vishu Mataji again.
Vishu Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, thank you.
Okay, my dears, again, we had a wonderful night today. And some of you, of course, you started for the meditation, for morning meditation. We started for evening meditation. And thank you so much for joining to our program today. And without you, if you don't join this program, it will never happen. So this is the collective desire, collective attention. And when we come together, actually, this program happens. So we get the same connection and the joy and the bliss, and we learn together. So yeah, have a wonderful day to you all, wherever you are. Have a wonderful sleep. Right now it's night over here in United States. And but tomorrow again, we will have collective meditation. with the same link and in the same time. And so if you can, please join. And also next week again, we will be here together. If you can, please come again, and we will have another Sahaja in our program in the same time with the same link. Have a wonderful night and have a wonderful day to you all again. Jai Shri Mataji.